Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I missed you guys. I hope you're doing well. Tonight, I found a story that honestly gave me chills while reading it. It starts simple, a quiet house in the countryside, a new beginning after a difficult life. But sometimes the cheapest houses are cheap for a reason, and the man in this story learned that the hard way. Before we start, grab something to drink, turn the lights down, and let's get into the story. My name is Daniel. I'm a painter, landscape art mostly. Painting requires two things, a beautiful view and complete silence. But my life had neither. My marriage had completely fallen apart. My wife, Elena, loved noise, friends, movement, people everywhere. I was the opposite. I loved quiet. Eventually, the arguments became too much. We divorced, and I left the house to her and the kids. I didn't have much money left, but honestly, all I wanted was peace. So I started searching online for a small house somewhere far away from the city. And that's when I found it. A small countryside house, huge land, beautiful scenery, and the price? Suspiciously cheap. I should have asked more questions, but I didn't. The first night seemed normal, but when I went to sleep, something strange happened. Just as I was about to fall asleep, I heard footsteps in my room, slow steps, like someone walking near my bed. I turned the lights on. Nothing. I told myself it was probably just my imagination, but the next night it happened again, except this time I heard a whisper very close to my ear. A voice said, "Wake up, you're not alone here." Things started getting worse. Sometimes my blanket would be pulled away while I slept. Sometimes objects in the house moved. Once, while scrolling on my phone late at night, a strange image appeared on the screen. A man, dressed like an old magician, but his face was just bones, a skeleton. When I tried to find the image again, it was gone. One afternoon, I decided to paint outside. I set up my canvas in the garden. The scenery was perfect. Trees, birds, and a small waterfall in the distance. I spent hours painting. When I finished, I was proud of it. But when I came back from the bathroom, the painting had changed. The waterfall was now red like blood. The birds I painted were dead, and the trees were on fire. Real fire. The painting started burning in front of my eyes. I stood there frozen, unable to explain what I was seeing. Later that night, I woke up suddenly. There was someone standing in the room. A man wearing an old magician's coat. He wasn't looking at me. He was performing a magic trick. A girl inside a wooden box, and he was cutting the box in half with a saw. Blood was everywhere. But then he opened the box, and the girl stood up alive, except her clothes were torn and covered in blood. I shouted, "Who are you?" The man disappeared, just like that. Then I heard it again, the whisper. This time it was clear. It said, "Why did you enter our house?" I answered without thinking, "I bought this house." The voice replied, "This house belonged to a magician, and it still belongs to him." About a month later, someone knocked on my door. A man named Lucas. He lived nearby. He asked me something strange. "Are you the one who bought the magician's house?" Apparently, everyone in the village knew about it. The house once belonged to a powerful magician named Victor. But Victor wasn't just a performer. He practiced real dark magic. He tried to control supernatural forces. And according to Lucas, many terrible things happened in that house. Victor eventually met a woman named Sophia. She wanted to learn magic. Victor taught her everything he knew. But Sophia became stronger than him. The spirits preferred her. Victor became jealous. Eventually, Sophia got pregnant, but she made a horrifying decision. She planned to sacrifice her own baby to gain more power. When Victor discovered the truth, he poisoned her slowly. She died in terrible pain. Then he poisoned the child too. But Sophia had a brother named Adrian. When Adrian learned what happened, he decided to take revenge. He slowly poisoned Victor the same way. Victor died in the same bed where Sophia died. But before dying, Victor cursed the house. Lucas finished the story. Then he smiled, a strange, cold smile. And suddenly, the lights in the house turned off. When they turned back on, I saw something horrifying. The skeleton of Sophia, the body of the magician, and Adrian dying beside them, all in the same room, like the house was replaying their deaths. I turned to Lucas, but he was gone. That's when I realized something. Lucas was never alive. And now I understand something. This house isn't empty. Every room holds a memory. Every wall holds a curse. But the truth is, I have nowhere else to go. So I still live here. And sometimes, late at night, I still hear the magician. And yeah, that's the end of the story. Honestly, this one gave me chills. Imagine buying a house and slowly realizing you're not the only one living there. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video and subscribe. And if you want more creepy Reddit stories like this one, let me know in the comments. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next story.